Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Rustam. In the previous video, I talked about three sections of a research report. I said that a research report has got preliminary pages, main body, and appendix section. So, in preliminary section, let me trace you. I had talked about just a minute. Yes. So preliminary pages include title page, inner title, etc., dedication, acknowledgement, etc. These are few pages. These are known as preliminary pages. So now in this video I am going to further talk about first of all title page. In the title page we write the title of the report here. Like in fourth semester you are studying phonetics and phonology, so you are given a project that pronunciation errors of Pakistani English language learners in district Abbottabad. You have to write your title here, the monogram of the institution. So Government Degree College Velia, and this logo can be inserted here. Then you have to write your own name here, submitted by, and your name and BS English. Then you can mention supervised by. You can write my name like Rustam, assistant professor of English. Then and here you have to write Department of English, Government Degree College Velia, date and year. So this is your title page. Okay, now this was page number 1. Now this is page number 2. It is optional. Usually people write Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So you can write it. It is optional, you can skip. Now dedication, it is also optional. You dedicate your work to someone you are you are attached to emotionally. You are emotionally attached to. So it is a person who you love very much. Maybe anyone in the family, particularly parents, friends, sons and daughters, so spouses. In another document I'll explain what do we write in this section, but in this short video I quickly I'm going to introduce the blank template for you. So here is declaration. In declaration the researcher declares that the research is genuine and it is not plagiarized. Okay, whatever he or she has done, it is his or her own work. As you can see, the work presented in this thesis was carried out by myself under the supervision of this you have to mention the researcher supervisor, and you give this certificate and affix your signature here. Then the supervisor is going to testify to this declaration, like it is certified that to the best of my knowledge the above statement is correct. This is known as declaration. This is institutional certificate. Internal examiner gives here some certificate, then external examiner, head of department, and date. So you can insert this page. I'll guide you how to fill it. Table of contents. The person who reads your report, he or she first of all will meet this table of content. Here these are preliminary pages, then chapter 1 introduction, and in chapter 1 pages are mentioned. You have to mention pages of report here. This table of content is designed or created after you have written the complete report, because you have to mention then pages. So introduction chapter, as you can see, background of the study, statement of the problem, objectives of the study, hypotheses, research questions, significance of the study, and delimitation. These are subsections of introduction chapter. Chapter number 2, literature review, introduction, theoretical framework, review of related studies. And chapter number 3, introduction, again research design, population and sampling, and population, sample size, sampling technique, etc. And if you have used any instrument, you have to mention. So this is table of content. Okay, after this comes acknowledgement page. Okay, acknowledgement, here you acknowledge the contribution and help you were given to while you were investigating your problem. It may be a librarian, it may be your research supervisor, a critical friend who you have been discussing during the research. So you have to acknowledge the contribution, help made by others. Okay, and abstract, it is written at the end once you have completed the research and written the report. So at the end you have to write it. There's a technical way how to write it, what you are going to include in it. Particularly you have to mention the population, your results, okay, and variables, etc. I'll talk about it later on. Then we have this blank space, as you can see, chapter 1, font size 12, and this is font size 14. Sometimes you can have it 16, and this is known as 14. These are font sizes, okay. So background of the problem, so this template will be with you, like you are researching pronunciation errors of Pakistani English. So you have to write 3 to 4 paragraph here. So you have to introduce what is pronunciation and what are the few errors, like what is stress, what is silent letters, how Pakistani people pronounce endings of the words, etc. And you have to mention few errors or mistakes we commit while we pronounce English words. And at the end you will say that this research was necessitated to confirm whether these errors actually existed, etc. So I'll guide you. So you at least 3-4 paragraphs you have to write here. Then statement of the problem, this is the space you have to write. Again, it's a technical term. You can watch videos already uploaded to my YouTube channel. Then objectives of the study, so 3 to 4 objectives you have to set. And then hypothesis is a prediction about the outcome of a problem, outcome of a study. It's a technical term, so you have to listen to videos already uploaded. Research questions, then significance of the study, why this research is important for others, delimitations, okay. Then we have chapter number 2, as you can see here, chapter number 2, literature review, introduction, theoretical framework. So in this stage, like you are at in semester 4, so you can write 1 page or 2 page of this literature review, but later on I'll guide you that it's a very technical thing. Review of related literature or studies. And then we come to chapter number 3, research methodology. This is central heading, chapter 3, and title. Then introduction, brief, research design, population, sample and sampling techniques. You have to write 1 or 2 paragraph under this area. Then instruments, data collection tool, questionnaire. In this your research, BS Mr. Research, you can say right here, recordings, how did you record recordings, okay, recorder, what recorder did you use. Then content analysis is your tool, how you analyze, how you use the sheet, content analysis sheet. Then study procedure, how did you collect the data. Chapter 4, introduction section, results. In each chapter there is a introductory part, results you have to mention. Then discussion will be there, discussion on the results. And then chapter number 5, findings and conclusion, introduction, finding 1, 2, 3, 4, what did you find during the study. Then conclusion, if you have got any recommendations, further research, if you want to, if you left something unexplored, you can mention it here for future researchers. And then bibliography, the books or your sites you have been visiting, okay, the books you have read for your research project or studies you have been consulting. All this has to be mentioned in this section, and everything is a technical, so there is a way to write. And list of appendices. So this is your report, blank template of a report. I'm going to upload another document and you can read that document, okay. Assalamu alaikum.